Ghost Wars is a show that recently dropped on UK Netflix, but I believe it originally came out towards the last quarter of 2017 in the US on their SYFY channel. Why it wasn't put over to the UK SYFY channel, I'm not sure. It's a 13 episode, with each episode being an hour-long series, that deals with a town in Alaska that is having some supernatural problems. It's a really good series. It's everything that the recent The Mist series wasn't. This involves a small town of people trapped due to circumstances that become explained throughout the series, and have to deal with ghosts attacking them, and, well, more than just haunting them with a few noises and bumps in the night. There's all manner of extra elements thrown into this series. You've not just got ghosts and hauntings. I mean, you do have an exorcism in there. You've got lots of sci-fi elements. You've got a particle collider experiment gone wrong or right, depending on which side of the fence you sit on with the characters, which is a lot better than it was dealt with in the Cloverfield paradox. You've got possible aliens, and you've got lots of crazy sort of rednecky type people knocking about as well. And you've got Meatloaf in there too, who looks unwell. I don't know if it's just because he's really old now and everyone forgets that, or whether he's just not very well, but he looks knackered. My wife came in halfway through an episode and said, wow, he's doing some really good acting. It's the kind of series that keeps your interest because it stays constantly spooky and creepy. It never gets away and into melodrama like a lot of these series do, where they're padding or filling for time and filling for episodes. Every episode pretty much has something that moves the plot along, keeps you interested, has a clear beginning, middle and end, and lets you feel satisfied that you haven't just watched a bit of filler. Series like The Walking Dead are terrible for that. They have loads of filler episodes, it seems. Every episode is calculated and serves a purpose. Not saying that there couldn't be a shortening of the series. I think whilst it never feels baggy, there are certainly maybe an hour or two's worth of material that could be cut out of it, and it could be brought down to maybe 10 or 11 episodes as opposed to 13. I don't know if there's going to be a second series. The first series does have an ending that you can be satisfied with. I won't reveal what that is, but you do work towards a conclusion. All the characters in it are as realistic as they can be within the circumstances that you're dealing with in the show. There's lots of different types of characters in there, and they're all really well written, and they all get a decent amount of screen time each. You don't just have one main character who the story follows. You've got a main character, but all of the supporting cast seem to get equal service as well, which makes you feel like you're watching a much more rounded and interesting show. All in all, Ghost Wars is a great series that came out in the UK to absolutely no fanfare that I'm aware of, and deserves much better, and it deserves to be watched and appreciated by people. The quality of the production, the quality of the acting, the script writing, and just the general look and tone of it are all really high and good. Definitely recommend watching Ghost Wars if you like supernatural things, science fiction things, or you just want a mystery thriller type programme, because this also fits that bill as well by keeping the tension up and having interesting developments throughout. The only negative I can think of is there's a character involving a particle collider, the CEO of it, and she comes off as a little bit sort of cartoonish and two-dimensional, but she's the only real character that does that. All other characters, including her immediate subordinate, have realistic reactions and responses to what's going on. But if that's really the only major negative I can think of as far as the characters and the way it's written go.